To be a gainer, you really have to mean it when you say that you love your fat body, because you're about to make it fatter.
Delicious.
31-year-old Renee Starr from Florida is a model in the Big Beautiful Women industry, or BBWs as they are commonly known. Within this world, Renee is also known as a gainer. She's intentionally gained weight to meet the desires of her online fans. She now runs her own website, working with models and directing all their photo shoots.
That's hilarious.
Today, she's shooting with models Alicia and Alana and being helped by co-producer Jackie.
I know it's a big piece, but it's really good. Mm-hmm. Does that feel good in there?
Mm-hmm.
Like really good?
Mm-hmm. Let me see you guys' bellies side by side. Ooh, that's a big difference, but I like it. The men enjoy seeing comparison shots because they like to see two girls sort of different body types, and they can kind of picture what each girl would look like at the other body type. So it lends to the whole sense of gaining because there's a beginning and an end point. Do you see what I'm saying? So I think the men, particularly that our site caters to, are really into this. A guy couldn't easily imagine, like, you know, whenever she maybe used to look like this, or whenever Alana, you know, could look like this, and for a guy who's into gaining, that starting point and end point is really, I think, attractive.
As well as directing the shoots, Renee also models for her website.
What's this look you're going for?
Sort of like pin-up-y, rockabilly. I do that quite a bit.
What are you going to do for your set?
I'm going to eat a bucket of fried chicken. Yeah.
Renee has built up a loyal fan base, with whom she gets constant feedback.
Surprisingly, what I get the most compliments on is my belly. So I'm a belly model. And yes, there are differences. There's pairs and all kinds of good stuff, busty girls. But I'm technically considered a belly model, and I like to model my belly because, frankly, it does make me feel sexier. Since I've sort of started doing this, like, I'm in the bedroom and also on camera and everything, I literally throw my weight around. Like, this is, like, my weapon of sexiness, and that's how I roll. Like, I have a signature pose.
Do you?
I do. Are you ready for this? Here's the deal. The pose, to be done correctly, has to be shot from below. So what I do is I put my leg up on one thing, and when you shoot this from below, here's what you see. Belly, a little bit of boob, and barely any of my face. Big belly. Guys love that. It's like a belly hang, and you can really see it if you shoot it from below. It's like, looks nice and big and jiggly and heavy, which it is. And guys really, really love that because they love the belly. Oh yeah. Yummy.
4 years ago, Renee mixed business with pleasure by marrying a fan from her website. Matt is a fat admirer who, after they'd married, became Renee's feeder.
A wife getting fatter is a wonderful thing. I'm attracted to fat women, sort of thing. Not all people like fat chicks have a weight gain fetish. I do, though. And so just sort of, you know, that's thing. To break it down, I mean, there's really no easy way to explain it, but it's just sort of like a quality that I find attractive in her being increased. So just on a, you know, very literal level, it just is alluring.
He would physically feed me and stuff like that, but I mean, not like all my meals, of course. That's a little weird. But
just, I mean, yeah, when we retire for the evening kind of thing.
Yeah, and it's fun. But I think also the feeder thing isn't just the physical act of feeding, but also encouraging, like telling the woman how hot she looks now that she gained that 10 pounds, or, how attractive it is that she had such a big breakfast. I mean, things like that. I love my body, and I know that Matt loves my body. And so the thought of ever losing weight, I imagine in some ways is like, that would be like losing a piece of my womanhood if my belly was gone. So it's conflicting too, because if I ever had a health issue where I said, okay, guess what, I really have to lose some weight, it'd be really hard to watch it go. I wouldn't be thrilled about it. It'd be a sacrifice, really.
Hi guys, Goddess Patty. How are you all doing? I'm doing good. I'm in a great mood.
One of the biggest icons in the big, beautiful women industry is 44-stone Patty Perez, known to her fans as Goddess Patty. She's a veteran weight gainer and almost immobile as a result of her 12-year career of getting fatter for her fans.
A way to become bigger is just eat large quantities of fried foods. That is key. A lot of carbohydrates. I am known as the chip and dip queen. I will sit and eat a bag of chips and a jar of dip before I'll sit and eat a meal. I have this thing where I'll eat something salty and then I have to eat something sweet, and then that makes me want to eat something salty, and then I have to eat something sweet, and it's just a never-ending cycle.
Like a pendulum.
It is like a pendulum.
Patty is a full-time, supersized model. She gets her income from a mixture of videos, photos, and chatting to her clients online. Success in this world relies on models being accessible to their fans.
I'm talking with a gentleman that lives in New York, and he's a big-time fan of mine. He even a couple years ago bought me a scale that went up to 1,000 pounds because his dream is to be with me and me weighing tremendous amounts of weight, even if I blow up. A lot of these guys that are fat admirers, it's the bigger the better. And even though I'm at a very high weight right now, they want me even bigger, almost to immobility.
How does that make you feel?
Immobility is not something I desire or want. I mean, I'm big enough and having struggles already. I don't want to be stuck in the bed. But a lot of these men want me stuck in the bed because their true desire is to take care of me and do everything for me. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. It puts me in a vulnerable position, but it's still, the bottom line is my choice, and that's not something I choose. I love being fat, carrying this weight, but there's still a limit to it.
It's the day you've all been waiting for. I received in the mail 1,000-pound scale to weigh all of this. We're finally gonna find out what I weigh.
Big, beautiful women models aren't just found in America. There is a growing BBW industry in the UK with at least 100 dedicated websites. Lizzie is a 25-year-old hairdresser from Leeds and is considering a new career as a BBW model.
Everything around you is telling you shouldn't be happy that way, to then discover this whole world of these big women who are so confident and they love their body and men love their body, and it does open up this world to you, and actually a lot of girls look up to these women as well.
As a young girl, Lizzie was average-sized, but began putting on weight during her teenage years.
Even as a teenager and stuff, I would never get really upset from looking at myself and thinking you're really disgusting or you're really overweight at all. It would only be when other people always commenting on it and always being horrible to me about it, that was what would upset me about it.
At 20 stone, Lizzie doesn't intend to get any bigger. To make her entry into the online modelling world, Lizzie has been in contact with Renee Starr from Florida, who is currently recruiting models for her new website.
You're right. That'd be so good to actually get to meet you and everything. It'd be amazing.
You're so pretty.
Thank you.
Renee wants someone with a distinctive look, so has invited Lizzie over to America for her debut shoot.
Oh, I can't wait to come and meet you. I'm so excited. If I didn't give it a go, I'd regret it, especially as I have been considering it for so long. I just think life's too short. I'm just going to do the best I can. If it doesn't work out, at least I'll be able to know that I tried.
Kit Lewis is a 21-year-old dental technician from California. She's also a rising star in the big, beautiful women industry.
Really dunk it in, all the way down to your waist.
I like the way that this feels too,
What is it particularly that you like about it?
It's hard to explain, It's like asking someone, what do you feel about being human? I don't know any other way, But I can tell you that when I was, 160 pounds, I felt like a boy. I was extremely insecure. I wore sweatpants and baggy t-shirts, and now I'm out here with makeup, a flower, and a bikini, and I feel like a woman, And it's, it turns me on. And I understand it's not normal, but it's my perception of normal.
Can I get a shot of you and your belly size? Just measure this one.
Today, she's working with manager and webmaster Zik Ukeji. He's been a pioneer in the business and now runs 9 websites. He knows exactly what the fans desire.
Don't worry, it's a great view. It's a great view from here. It's a fantastic view. When Kit is holding her body just like that, just perfect. When she's holding it, most of the fans can actually visualize themselves holding various parts of her flesh. It's a very big turn on for a lot of the male fans. It's like the fans can just be right up close where she's at. They can see every morsel, every stretch mark, every layer of her body, and they can fulfill their fantasies.
All right. Thank you. Let me know when the comps are ready and I'll start posting.
All right, sure, no problem. Have a good day now.
You too. Bye, Zik.
All right, drive safe. Have fun.
In addition to running his websites, Zik also owns Bodacious magazine, which is regarded as the Playboy for fat admirers.
What's the key thing you look for in a model?
Eye contact, number one. That's first. Because once you can capture the beauty and feel from someone's eyes, the rest of the body flows into shape. So I always look for eyes first, and then butt second. I'm a butt man, so I always look for a butt second, then tits. Yeah, so eyes, butt, and tits. There's always been a stigma about men or who like larger women. So as far as I can remember, since I started meeting other people who've liked larger women, the stigma is there. It's always going to be there. It will never go away. It's just part of life. It's like the same stigma they have in the gay community or the transsexual community. It's a stigma that's permanently there.
For Kit, being a BBW model is an extension of her personal life. She's been with her boyfriend Wes for 4 years. Their relationship revolves around food, and during this time, she's intentionally gained 7 stone, with Wes encouraging her in his role as feeder.
For me, feederism, it's a sexuality that is heavily involved with food, gaining weight. There's a feeder who gains sexual gratification out of feeding someone, helping them grow, having them put on weight. That's, gratifying for them. And then there's a feedee or gainer. Those terms are interchangeable. And they get sexual gratification from being fed or gaining weight. When I am really, really, really full, you could say that it's an orgasmic feeling to be that full. I mean, it's an intense sexual feeling. Some people consider like feeding sessions foreplay. I mean, sometimes it's just as good as sex to me. Stuff me to complete excess, then fuck my brains out? Yes, that sounds perfect.
In his role as Kit's feeder, Wes controls what she eats.
For me, it's always about how she's enjoying it more than anything. So any anticipation that I get from preparing food is always that sensation of I'm preparing what she's going to have.
What exactly is it about this process of giving Kit food that makes you excited or turns you on?
Well, I guess what makes me excited about watching her eat is watching her eat. I just like seeing her enjoy it. I like seeing her do the actual eating. I like watching throughout the night as she's, getting more and more stuffed. And I like watching her eyes get all glazed over. And, this right here, to me, is sexual. This is everything. This is my sexual being.
Our shared sexuality manifests physically in me.
Yeah.
It's a process in which my body changes, and that's a big part of it. And that's, I can't hide it, So everybody else, you guys are lucky. You guys get to hide those dirty things that get you off. Me, it becomes me.
In Florida, debut BBW model Lizzie has just arrived from England.
Lizzie?
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm tired.
Directing Lizzie's first ever photo shoot is model and website entrepreneur Renee Starr.
Hello. Hi. You alright? How are you?
I'm so good. I'm so excited to see
You too.
You're even more beautiful in person.
Oh, shut up. Thank you. Your house looks like a holiday resort, honestly.
Not on the inside. It looks like somebody's kind of a clutterbug. I'm excited.
I am. But because I haven't done one before, I'm a bit but I figured, because you'll be there, you can tell me what to do. So, because I think I'll be a bit awkward, but...
Yeah, I think you'll be fine.
Might have a drink, have a shot or something. Then I'll be fine.
Loosen up a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah, I am. I don't know. The first time I started modeling, I was a little bit nervous too, but I think you'll get the hang of it really quickly. I mean, you have a really, overwhelmingly good personality. I think it'll be fine.
For Lizzie's first shoot, Renee has chosen one of her favourite hotels. Co-producer Jackie has come along to help.
I don't know what the rooms look like. Oh, lovely.
This is nice.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah. See, I told you we've shot here before. It's really pretty. Very Floridian. It'll probably be different than your usual backdrops at home.
Yeah, definitely. It's gorgeous. What jewellery should I wear?
Whatever you think looks good.
Do you want me to leave that on and take it off? Or
I think that looks really cute. This is the first shot.
I think I'm doing a weird face.
You look really super cute. Can you step back just a couple inches? There we go. That's perfect. Cute.
I don't know what to do.
No, you're doing good. You're doing good.
Sorry.
It's okay. You're doing good.
I don't know what to do with my arms.
Maybe touch your belly.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
Go wrong, can you?
That's hot.
Was it like?
That's the one.
Cute. That's awesome.
Do you like it?
I love it. Yeah.
You do? You look great. Do you love it?
I love it.
I love it too. We got a winner.
Yay.
Awesome.
I'm so chuffed. Thank you so much.
I'm so excited. You look fabulous. I will tell you this much. about like marketing yourself and stuff like that, when you start getting emails from fans and things like that, one of the things that fans love about the BBW universe is that we're so accessible compared to like other models that they would find on a website. If they find you on your website and they email you, obviously if they're ever rude or disrespectful, you send me that email immediately and I will take care of it. For the most part, you know, they'll ask you or maybe have a request or just write you to tell you how beautiful you are and how much they love your website. And it's really important to interact with your fans. Yeah. Because they're the people who are going to keep coming back and paying every month to see you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely, definitely.
If they find you, like, you know, personable and accessible, like, you know, they're not going to... And also, too, you'll have fans send you stuff. I have a guy in France who sends me, like, Belgium chocolates and, like, Coco Chanel perfume.
What kind of money do you think you can earn? I mean, does it just vary month to month? And
it varies month to month and it varies model to model, but I will say it's... just from your website alone, you're probably not going to make enough to pay your bills.
Yeah.
But you'll probably make, I would say you'll spend an hour, maybe 2 hours every week, taking a set, editing your photos, sending them to me.
Yeah.
2 hours, and you're going to get a check of at least, I would say, $50 to $100 a week. That's for 2 hours of your time.
Lizzie has now taken her first step into the world of big, beautiful women. But on the other side of America, in California, for veteran model goddess Patty, it's just another day at the office. She wants to shoot some new photos for her website, but needs a male model. One of her fans has offered to